The SaaS and digital product industry is forecasted to grow to $200 billion by the end of just this year, which means a lot of businesses and individuals are wanting to start a new SaaS product because it's got some great revenue and results in that. However, there's also a really high number of businesses that do not really make it and they shut down within a year or two. The reason for that is because there are certain procedures and methods to follow to scale and build a really successful SaaS company. If that's what you're looking into as a business, I'll share with you some of the tips and techniques that you can use if you're wanting to grow or build a new SaaS company. My name is Mustafa. I run Sundeck Studio, which is a web design and development company, and we operate in 3 different countries, which means naturally we have a lot of clients and businesses who are reaching out to us and wanting to build their new SaaS product. They come to us for consultation to build their SaaS product or also to build some landing pages. Working with these businesses, we get great insights to understand the SaaS product industry. So if you have a business idea that you want to turn into an app, a digital product, or a platform, it's very important to first understand if a similar idea already exists in the market and what are you going to do differently that a customer should pay you rather than the competitor. The other very important thing to do during your research phase is to understand if the problem that you're trying to solve is really a problem. A lot of times, the business founders or owners, they get so much in their own head that they think that this is a problem for me and I will create an app for that. But is that really a real world problem? Is that really a problem that's going to help other customers? Because if you're planning to sell a subscription or the product to thousands or millions of customers, you have to see it from their perspective. The product or the idea that you're wanting to create, is it actually going to solve a problem for thousands of millions of people that you're planning to sell it to? Second very common mistake that a lot of new business founders do, especially in the digital product or SaaS product industry, is that they will go and build a full-fledged platform or full product and then take it to the market. The right way of doing it is to validating your idea first. And it's very simple and it's very easy and quick. You can validate your idea. And how you can do it, and it's a very common practice, you must have seen a lot of business do it as well, is to open some sort of wait list or a marketing page where people can subscribe to the idea that you're about to build. By setting up a landing or marketing page to validate your idea, you will do 2 amazing things for your idea. One, that you will gauge and you can validate the idea if it's really needed. And secondly, you will build an email list, which when you finish your complete product, you can send a mass email to that email list that our product is ready. Thank you for subscribing, and here you can go and buy the product. The third thing to do here is to build an MVP, which is a minimal viable product, which means this is the most basic version of your eventually the product that you're going to build. This will help you test out the idea with actual users. You can even have some beta users to subscribe to the product, even give it out for free when it's an MVP phase, and you will get a lot of user feedback. The actual user feedback is going to help you make a product that people really love and want to use and want to buy. Build an MVP or a really basic version of your product before you build a full-fledged product. This is again very common practice between a lot of huge SaaS businesses, that they will always build an MVP, test it out with the market, and then build a full-fledged product. Another really cool thing you can do over here is that the waitlist that you had built on that landing page, you can use that waitlist to also test your MVP rather than opening the MVP to everyone. You can only open that basic version of your product to that waitlist that you had built. Now the next step, when you have launched your MVP, you have tested it out with the waitlist, now it's time to do pricing models. You have to understand and see some competitor analysis to how you should price your product. Is it a monthly product that people subscribe to every month? Or is it something that you will sell one-off, like a software, someone can buy it one-off? Or is it an yearly product? The beautiful thing about digital products, or generally in SaaS industry, is that unlike a physical store, in digital you don't really need a physical store. You don't really have to make hundreds and millions of products. You make the product once and you sell it forever to millions and millions of users. All you need to do is scale your resources and server resources, but then millions of people can use your product and you only have to build once. And that's the beautiful part. This is why a lot of businesses are investing into digital products right now. The other way to build a really good pricing model is to understand your target audience. Who are the people who are going to be using this product, and what is their earning like? And what can they afford to pay on a per month basis or per year basis? Based on that, also you can price your product or your product license. Now comes the fun step, which is marketing your product. And that's the most important one. And this is where a lot of times single business owners, a lot of times they fail, is that they will build an amazing product. They tested it out. It's a great solution. Users are loving it. MVP is done. Full product is done. But now they are not making enough revenue. And that is because they are not marketing. Marketing a product is just as important as building a successful product. If you made something amazing but nobody knows about it, then nobody's going to buy it. It's literally that simple. One of the most successful ways of marketing in these last 5 to 6 years is to partner with the right people, people who have some influence on LinkedIn or other platforms, and have them try your product and talk about it. The other step that gets ignored quite a lot is that a lot of times people forget how to register the correct legal entity for your business. So now if you're making some revenue out of your product, you need to find out what would be the ideal legal entity that will suit your business. So you can, of course, talk to an accountant about it or a business consultant about it. It comes in when you are making a significant amount. It's always good to look into the right kind of legal entity that matches with your revenue and the profit you want to be making. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you're wanting to start a new SaaS or digital product and you need some free consultation, feel free to contact me. I run Sundeck Studio, which is a web design and development company, and we operate in Australia, New Zealand, and in Dubai. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to our channel. There'll be a lot more free content that can be really useful for business owners, and we'll be putting that out really soon. So have a great day, and I'll see you on another video.